Are you absolutely miserable and bored with your life?
Yeah.
Well, my friend, I have a thing for you. Meet the hobby wheel. Spin this wheel and figure out your next greatest hobby. Oh wow, animation! Now we can be twinning. And now you can go draw for me while I talk to these lovely people. So hobbies, they're good for your mental health, and I have a couple of them at the moment. One being animation, obviously. But not just making it, I also like watching it and learning about it. I think the different types of it is kind of fascinating to learn about because you have 3D animation and I've tried it. It's very difficult. After I watched a 2-hour Blender tutorial, I still had trouble with it. It's a lot to look at. And it kind of confuses my brain. That's why it's really impressive when people do a great job with it. At least to me, I really like it. You know another form of animation I like? Claymation. I think it's amazing. There was this digital art class at my middle school that I was randomly put into, and one day the teacher randomly asked, "Who here has done claymation before?" And I just slowly raised my hand as everyone stared at me because I'd done it at a summer camp. And not to brag, but ours was the best. It also kind of helped I'd used the exact same software they were using before, so... But I digress, ours was amazing. Anyway, yeah, if you need a time-consuming hobby, animation's great. Wow, that was so beautiful, wasn't it, Timmy? I really enjoy music. Unpopular opinion, but classical music's great. At least some of the more dramatic ones. Some of the we're gonna be stickler to the rules and not experiment with it. Yeah, that's not fun. But the ones that try different things are really cool. Same with orchestra music. When that Star Wars soundtrack starts playing, you know I'm jamming out. Other than that, I don't have a specific type of music I listen to. My playlist is just kind of a mishmash of everything I like. What's nice about music is that you can basically listen to it anywhere. You can listen to it in the car, you can listen to it on a walk, you can basically listen to it whenever, which I think gives music a spot in the top 5 hobbies people should have. Baking news! We left the buttercream in the fridge and now it's frozen. What are we gonna do? Stop crying! Get up! The humidity trapped the icing on the cupcakes and now they look like... Pull yourself together, people! We have a bake show in 1 hour. Get it together. Put the sticks in the pops. Let's go. Ma'am, we have a problem. I swear, Timmy, if you say you didn't put enough buttercream in, I'm going to freak out. I have a love-hate relationship with baking. Love because it's fun and delicious. Hate because... it's a frustrating process, to say the least. For whatever reason, I have the worst trouble with icing and chocolate. When making cake pops, I either add too much or too little icing, and they fall apart in my hands. After I finally attach them to the stick, they will either fall off and crumble into the hot chocolate, get crumbs in it, and then I'm going to have to reheat the chocolate because it got cold and I have to burn my hands again trying to get it to heat up in the microwave. I know there's probably a better way to do stuff than the way I'm doing it, but you know what? It's trial and error, and I'm slowly getting better about my decorating and chocolate covering. Look at this improvement, y'all. After just little help from a little class I took for my birthday, we have these 2 beautiful cakes. They are finally aesthetically pleasing. Okay, so a new recent hobby of mine that I think everyone should do is crocheting. My very talented, super amazing cousin got into crocheting, and she made everyone these cute stuffed animals for Christmas. And I just so happened to have some yarn and a hook, and I was like, I am going to make myself a hat. Anyway, here's the hat. I thought the rainbow yarn was really cute. Why have one color when you can have all the colors? Now, my final hobby, and probably the best hobby you could ever have, is collecting and making custom ducks. It all started one day when I decided to make my social studies teacher a George Washington themed duck. Because he had a Jeep full of ducks, and his favorite president was George Washington. One duck, one simple little duck, not a lot more ducks. Stop looking in there. That's not even all of them. A lot of them I've made for other people and given to friends, and another chunk is in my room at the moment. Oh then, so ducks must be like your favorite animal, right? No. Hi there. Sorry, this took a bit. I've been very busy this month. I got quite frustrated, and I had to delete a bunch of things. It's a whole process. So this is a very short outro. Thanks for watching, I guess. Bye.